This is the all-new GS. I like the GS though. The GS is very nice. Yeah, the S Sport. This one's the S Sport. That one has the 19 all your wheels. This one is then you got your puddle lamps underneath there. You got your puddle lamps and you got your turn signals. And you got your blind spot monitoring system right here in your outer dimming mirror. This one is running like 56,000. So you know what I mean. This one has the optional Mark Yavinson sound system. So yes, you got this trunk. This one has like the parking sensors too. The 350. This one don't have the all-wheel drive. So I'll try to use for the button. It's actually the button knob. You can't miss it. I can't find the button. Okay, the button is like right here. And then that's the trunk. You got your spare tire underneath there, and then you got your turn right here, your box, and then you got your this is for your your extra stuff, and then under here you got your spare tire, then you got your mats underneath there, you got your power strong system right there. This is where your button is located, so if you're okay. I got this spoiler right here too. So we can't go look in the back. So open the back. From the ES and this one, I find this one more comfortable than the ES. It's way more bigger. It's like it's more wider and it's feel more high quality in here. The Lexus, the ES, and then down here you got your tintable stuff right here. Got your window control. It feels very high quality. Then down here you got your you can put stuff in here too. Then you got, but I don't see no cup holders. You can put your stuff, but I don't see the cup holders though. You can put your stuff right here. This is the key, y'all. It's not the newer Lexus key fob yet. And then over here, you got your cup holders. So then you got your LD light right here. And then over here you got your vent control. Then you got your charge port right here. I love this red interior, and I love the door and all this stuff, right? The human stuff over here. Then you got your storage part right there. Then you got your sunroof, and then over here you got mats over here, and then so it's pretty roomy, and I got a yada space for my head, and I feel very comfortable in here too. Sorry y'all, it's cold outside, so we're gonna have to the front of the car. This is why you buy this over the GS. You spend more money because this is a more nicer car. The ES. I mean, say the GS. This is a way more nicer car. It's more. I feel it's more wider, it's more comfortable. You got your heated steering wheel, you got your automatic high beams, you got your power folded mirrors. You can also do on the ES, but this one has a more powerful engine. It feels more better and it feels way more premium. You can go through your settings right there. You can go through your menu stuff right there. You can turn them on. There's a lot of nice little features you can do in here. So it's a lot of nice little stuff you can do. Then you got your automatic wiper control. This is what you buy a GS for, because of this big screen right here. You know what I mean? Just turn this down. So, and then over here you got your tin right here. I wish it was flush with it, but it's not flush. You got your heated seats right there. And over here is your dry mode. It has automatic damper control, and it amplifies the sound, adjusts suspension, adjusts the steering wheel. This is electric telescoping steering wheel. I feel like the GS from the ES, you spend more money and you get a more nicer driving car from the ES. And down here you got your USB port, you got port right there, then you got your charge port, you got your power sunshade right over here too. You got your parking sensors too. So I'll try to close this back down. So then over here, so the sunshade will fall down, then your mirrors will go down, then this is your parking sensor. So like if you're coming up, you see you're going up to the car, so it tells you you're very close to the car. That tells you the back. The car that's yelling at me, so it's gonna go back up after you reverse and stuff like that. And then over here you can put your radio control right there, what you want to play. Just hear the sound system. It's a nice sound system. 800 watts, 15 speakers. It's a nice killer sound system. At the Mark Evanson sound system, you got your dual zone system right here. You got your outside defroster, your outside heated mirrors, and your back defrosters. So you got a lot of nice stuff in here, and the knobs feel very, very high quality from the ES. And you got your clock control right there, and it feels very high quality from the ES. Like when I drove one of this, and I drove the ES, and I feel why you wanted the ES from this one, and then you can add a head-up display if you want a head-up display in this one. I see why you would get this over the ES, because it's more high quality driving from the ES. This is your mirror control right here. You can turn off your mirror, you can turn it on. This is like your home mix system. You got your SOS. You got your LDIs right here. You got your sunroof control right there. So I see why. And then you have nice stitching. You got more higher build quality from the ES, and I feel like it's more better in ride and comfort from the ES. You know what I mean? And it drives way much better, because I drove in the ES and it's parked right beside the ES. I drove the ES and I drove this one. This one is a perfect balance between sporty and luxury. That's how you describe the GS. It has, at the end of the day, it's quiet, and it is more quiet than the ES, and it feels very luxurious from the ES. You know what I mean? It feels very luxury. The ES is not a bad driver. The ES is more of a cruiser. This one is more of, at the end of the day, it cruises, and it has a sporty driving. So it has different demeanors about it. So, you know what I mean? And it has all your safety features in here. This one don't have the, this one couldn't, it doesn't have the 2 point, you know what I mean, the newer features like you have in the ES and the LS. But this one has adaptive cruise control, it has blind spot monitor, has a Desiree system, and it has, when you're coming up to the vehicle, automatic brake and stuff like that for you. So you know what I mean? So it has a lot of nice little features in here. Then over here you have your little mouse. I find it's a little bit more easier to use. So you know what I mean, you can go back to your menu control. This one has a lot of nice little options in it. You can go like if you want to put in your destination. So it works kind of like an older Lexus, and I used to like how the older Lexus system work. You can go to your climate control, but you'll be troubleshooting sometimes with this system. See what I mean? You try to go to like you say your weather. You see the weather forecast. You can get a good weather. The temperature outside, my God, it's cold. And you know what I mean? So you can go through all those little systems right there. Then you can go back. You can go, oops. See, I be troubleshooting. I try to take my time. So, and then that's traffic control right there. You can see the traffic around the area. So it shows you a nice little options like that. So you know what I mean, let me move my hand from the camera button. So you can see a lot of nice little options, and you can go to your car settings like that. So I be troubleshooting sometimes. No, I don't want to go right here. I want to go to, see, you just, oh my God. It's like a pain. Like, I see what older people don't even use this entertainment system. You just get so frustrated with the system. You just get so annoyed with the system because it's like, it's crazy. You just try to go up and then then I go troubleshoot again. And then it's, oh my gosh, it's like it's crazy using this entertainment system. For real. It's soft touch over here. Then over here is like little buttons to go back and stuff. You can program a button like that into the, see what I mean? I troubleshooting again, like, okay, I try to go right here. It's like you have to take your time. Some owners would be like, they'd be rushing. You just have to smoothly guide. I think that's the easy. Then you have the backup camera and stuff like that in here. Then you can look at your tires, your rotation and stuff like that. What it tells you what it's gonna need. So I want to go, but I'll be pressing this button because I can't go back. Okay, I want to go back. So you mean so it's like you have to get used to this entertainment system. It's a work, but you have to get used to it. In the glove compartment, it's damp and felt, and you know what I mean. And your soft touch right here, and the steering wheel's fat and nice. And I got the horn of it, and then you got your red interior. This is the most comfortable interior from the LS. It's like even the ES can't match up with this. This have more softer seats. They heated and cool. They have 13 way. Excuse me. They have 13 way adjustable seats. Then you got your drive mode. You got your snow mode over here. So you got, and then you got your electric parking. You got your electric parking brake, so you know what I mean? You got your electric parking brake right here. You can turn it off. Then you can turn it on if you want it on. But when you take it out of drive, it will automatic shut off, and then when you turn it back on, it will automatic come on. When you have it in the automatic setting, is right here. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean, you have and then you have a CD player right here, then you have pause and all that stuff, and then it's a nice car. This GS, I always had a soft spot for the GS. Always had a soft spot for this GS, especially the F Sport one. Then you got your memory seat. The buttons feel very high quality. Even when you put up the mirrors, you can't even feel it. I mean, you can't even hear it, and it feels so high quality in here. It's not funny. Then you can fold in the mirrors too, and then it's very high quality in here. It feels very up to Lexus part, and the ES can't ever with that luxury. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, what if you that the ES, you save a lot of money, but the GS drives so much better. You have to drive both of them back to back to see how it feels. The GS has a more comfortable ride, a more sporty ride, more powerful, it's more heavier, it's more comfortable, and it feels very nice. It feels like you spend $60,000 on a GS and it feels very nice from the ES, you know what I mean? So we're gonna head back outside. So what I will rate this car, I will rate this maybe a 10. I love the GS from the ES. Test both of these back to back and see how you feel from the ES and the GS, because the GS is a nice car. It's a really nice car, and I said it doesn't sell that much because the ES is maybe more cheaper, but the GS is nice, it's comfortable, it has that two-meter about it, it's sporty and it's still comfortable, it has adaptive suspension. I will rate this a buy. I will buy this, you know what I mean? I like this car very much. I will buy this because I like it and I love it, and it drives very smooth. It's very comfortable. I know a lot of people own them. They last forever. The high maintenance, you know, with Lexus, but it's you know what I mean. When you fix it, you don't have to be fixing stuff like, you know, the Germans. So you know what I mean. And they need to update this key fog with the newer key fog. Yeah, they have a nicer key fog in the lineup. So you know what I mean. So I wanted this GS. I'd give it a buy because I like how it drives. You have to drive both back to back to see what you mean. You know what I mean? You have to drive both of them back to back to see the ES and the GS, to see what I mean about how different both of these cars drive, how different. You know what I mean? So subscribe and like for more videos. Bye y'all, and hit that bell button. At the garage, y'all. Bye y'all.